Fairytail Pet Care, started back in 2015, and it's a really sweet backstory, actually. It's two middle school besties that grew up with each other, worked with each other, almost over 10 jobs. Like they really were stuck at the hip, really. And they actually adopted 3 dogs together. And so those 3 dogs that they adopted are actually the dogs in the Fairytail logo. And then, they were working in hospitality and they just saw a huge need and a huge gap for people assisting with including people's pets in their weddings. So they did it for free and out of the kindness in their heart and the love for animals as well. And then realized, oh, wait, there's more. That's where really the company came to be. And again, just in this past year, they announced that they were franchising. So 7 years of great growth for them.
All right, so today on our show, we have 2 lovely gals that offer pet services for weddings. I'll let you 2 introduce yourselves.
Yeah. Sure. Hi, my name's Lyric. I'm one of the co-owners here at Fairytail Pet Care Las Vegas. We've been here in Vegas for about 5-6 months now, but I've been working for Fairytail for about 3 years now.
Awesome.
I've been doing wedding day pet care for 3 years. I fell in love with it when I was living back in Florida. And my partner, this is also my life partner, Heba, and I decided we were going to move to Vegas, and the franchise opportunity just popped up and we took it and ran with it.
Awesome. And you are Heba?
Got it right. That was a good day. So, hey everyone, my name's Heba, and as Lyric mentioned, we're both business and life partners. So both co-owners of the Fairytail franchise here in Las Vegas, marriage capital of the world. Super excited at that. Before Fairytail, I've found myself in a lot more of operations management, project management. So I think with our love, our love for animals, and then just our love for kind of event management or just project management in general, kind of all mixed in together and brewed up a really great experience for us.
Awesome. That's so great. So tell me a little bit about the company.
Yeah. Sure. So Fairytail Pet Care, I didn't know who was going to kick off, but Fairytail Pet Care, started back in 2015. It's based in Tampa, Florida. And it's a really sweet backstory, actually. It's 2 middle school besties that grew up with each other, worked with each other, almost over 10 jobs. Like they really were stuck at the hip, really. And they actually, through college, were roommates, adopted 3 dogs together. And so those 3 dogs that they adopted are actually the dogs in the Fairytail logo.
Okay.
So a cool fun fact there. Yeah, these little puppies on our shirts, those are the company's founders' dogs themselves. And then, they were working in hospitality and they just saw a huge need and a huge gap for people assisting with including people's pets in their weddings. So they did it for free and out of the kindness in their heart and the love for animals as well. And then realized, oh, wait, there's more.
Right.
That's where really the company came to be. And again, just in this past year, they announced that they were franchising. So
that is so cool.
7 years of great growth for them. Yeah.
That's so great. Okay. So tell me a little bit about, so the name Fairytail Pet Care. Make sure I get that right. Okay. Yeah. And then, so Lyric, tell me a little bit about kind of what does it look like for a couple to hire? Like who needs this kind of service actually?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is for any couple that has a pet. Okay. I know our logos is dogs. We do primarily dogs just because they're easier to kind of paint on a wedding day. Yeah. However, we've done an array of different animals. We've done cats, micro pigs. We've been what are those?
Bearded
dragons.
I was gonna say a lizard.
Lizard. We do bearded dragons. We've done quite a few. As long as they're domesticated, we do not judge. We do not do breed restrictions either. So even if you have a Rottweiler, Pit Bull, those deemed aggressive breeds, we still love on them. We love them all. All of our handlers are, certified in training with animals. So we all can deal with those type of breeds.
Okay, cool. So let's just talk about actually how it works, like logistically. So somebody's looking and they're like, gosh, and this happens a lot. I mean, we have a lot of couples at Cactus Collective that are like, I just really want to include my pet. They're my family. And because we do so many elopements, oftentimes our pet is our only guest. So let's talk about kind of like actually how it works logistically. Like people are inquire and just walk me through the whole process.
Yeah. So I'll kind of start it off.
Sure.
When our couples inquire, they go on our website, they fill out a quick form. It just kind of gives us a back information, their name, event date, time, place, pet's name, breed, all of that. And then before they even book, we give them a complimentary 30-minute initial consultation.
Okay.
So we'll hop on a phone with them and answer any questions, walk them through the entire process, and coordinate a timeline with them to figure out, okay, are we picking up your pet? Or, oh, your pet's not going to be picked up. They're only going to be dropped off. Great. We'll customize it. So our package is customizable fully. It's not a set, way of doing it. We have set packages, but they're all customizable.
Got it.
Clients.
So you said pick up and drop off. So I actually assumed, okay, you show up on the wedding day, the couples brought their pet and you just hang out with the pet on the wedding day. But it sounds like it's quite a bit more extensive than that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I think one of the things we pride ourselves in is offering, end-to-end planning and all-inclusive packages. And so like Lyric mentioned, it really is to provide people this, hands-off, stress-free, fun-filled experience. So it depends on the package type, but our basic package and our base package offers that round-trip transportation to and from the venue. Everything from rental attire so that they're dressed to impress. I know we offer our tuxedos and flower collars and our cups.
Yeah.
So it's what gets them picture ready and picture perfect. Pet care, obviously, all throughout, everything from feeding, walking, potty breaks, and so on. Photography assistance is huge, right? That really is what's capturing, again, those picture perfect moments, those memory keepsakes that you could look back on, years to come to say, wow, like my baby, my furry best friend was there when I got married, like on the most special days of my lives. So it's all of that all included. And again, to allow folks to enjoy their special day without have to worry about a single thing. We're there to love on them and be their honorary pet plus one.
That's awesome. I love that. So let's say, Las Vegas is a very destination wedding city. So, I mean, does it work the same in Las Vegas as it does in other areas? Because people don't necessarily live here, so the pet can't go to their home, for instance. How's that work?
So it's based in Florida, the company. And I will say Florida is also a really big destination location. I worked in the wedding industry for about 5 years in Florida, both on the venue side and on the wedding day pet care side. So I worked with couples from locals all the way from people from California. We worked with people from everywhere. And we still saw that people brought their pets in, they travel with their pet's their best friend, they'll uninvite Uncle Tom to invite their dog, they're like, I don't care. I'll find a way to have my dog there.
Yeah. I think an important thing to note is that we get that question a lot. Do you guys provide boarding? So unfortunately, while we don't provide a boarding facility, we can still provide that pickup drop off. We do ask our clients that they provide those locations for us, obviously pre-event. And that's part of our coordination that we provide is understanding where would you like them picked up? Where would you like them dropped off? So long as they can secure a private location for that, we offer that.
We offer overnight if they provide a different location for it.
That's what was going to be my next question. So let's say, the pet, they don't want the pet to go with them to their reception. So they want them there for the ceremony, but they know they're going to party all night. Right. So you have a team that can stay with the pet. And
that's really what we push our clients to actually do. We don't like staying past cocktail hour is really what we kind of stop it at.
Right.
We'll do like intros into receptions type of thing, but after that, we kind of cut it off because at that point the dog is done.
Yeah,
they're ready to go back. They're like, okay, too many people. So we actually push our clients to leave. So once that happens, with all of our packages, we take them back if they have transportation, and we include 30 minutes of end of night care. Then if the client's like, hey, can you stay with our dog until the morning? We will stay with the dog. That's a separate package, but our team will stay with the dog.
Got it. That is so cool.
And it's for their whole wedding weekend. I mean, we just did a wedding in California and they booked us for 3 days.
Yeah.
So we did 3 days of care for their dog, or 2 dogs for their wedding.
Yeah. And I think that's really it. We don't do general pet care, but we do like wedding, pre and post event day pet care as well. So if it's the day before, the night after the wedding, just so that, again, it's that hands-free, enjoy your time, but know that your family is being taken care of.
That is so great. Gosh, they need this service for humans. Little humans?
Little pet care.
That's funny you say that. We always end up being the little kids babysitters at weddings as well.
Oh yeah.
Because we have the dog.
Yeah.
And the kids love the dog.
Like, the dog.
And mom and dad are like, oh, the dog ladies, you guys get over there with them.
Like, that'll be extra. No, we love, and that's the thing too. I mean, Lyric especially is both like a dog and baby whisperer. So we pride ourselves in that. Like, we will take care of all little ones at the wedding day.
That is so fun. I love it. So let's talk about elopement specifically. So, they're shorter, they're for, fewer people. Do you find that a lot of people are still kind of desiring this for elopements? And is the package any different, really? I mean, it probably isn't, but.
I mean, our co-owner or co-founder, Kelly, she actually eloped for her wedding.
Okay.
She actually eloped in Colorado for her wedding, and the only guest at her wedding was her dog.
Okay, so just like what I said at the beginning.
Just like what you said, it was literally Alana, which is her best friend and co-founder as well. She was the officiant. Kelly, her husband, and the dog were there. And Kelly said it was the best moment she had in her life, was just to look over and see her dog smiling back at her. And it was just her and her partner and just their dog together. So that it was one of the most special days of her life to just look back and see that.
And Vegas especially. Again, it's marriage capital of the world, but especially for those micro weddings. One of our more recent weddings that we supported actually was an elopement at the classic A Little White Chapel wedding, wedding chapel. And it really was the couple and their 2 dogs. And it allows for that intimate, occasion. And it's short and sweet. So for the sake of the package, it's all services minus transportation, because they're coming in and out. They already have possession of their pets with them. But it keeps it short and sweet and to the point. But otherwise, all other services provided, just shorter time.
Got it. That is so great. This just feels like, this is what people are looking for, like.
All the time we hear people say, we wish we would have heard about you before we got married.
Right. I think that because a lot of people end up, they come for their wedding and they're like, gosh, it's just going to be a lot to take the pet. But I mean, I don't necessarily want to talk about too much into financials, but if you think about possibly boarding your pet for a week away or bringing your pet along with you, hiring your service, it's actually going to be better financially too.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, and it's just the memories that you just captured.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're going for the feely feels
Not
here,
only
but
saving money, you get memories on top of that.
It's like
double. No, for sure. Yeah. They're really benefiting both. It's much cheaper to just have the service, have them included, and create that lifelong memory rather than just have them boarded up and not be there. So it really is kind of opportunity cost altogether.
Yeah. But I like the way you think.
I was going to say, the biggest thing with our service also is against boarding is whenever we onboard our clients, we bring them onto our software. Our software asks our clients, I want to say over 200 questions about both their event and their pets.
They get pretty invasive.
We get very detailed. I mean, we know everything about their dog.
Right.
That
like, do they not like, do they have a special lovey? Do they not like small humans? Then you would know.
Nitty gritty.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
I think the thing we say is like most people are like, oh my God, you take dogs to weddings? Like that's the best job ever. And it really is. Sometimes, most of the time, it really doesn't feel like a job. And simultaneously, we take our job so seriously.
Yes,
like
very seriously.
That inquiry and all that detailing that we go through gets clients to think about their pet more than they've thought about their pet in a really long time. They're like, oh snap, yeah, they don't like this, or they I haven't thought about that in a while. But that's how seriously we take, obviously, taking possession
side of it,
of someone else's baby. So yeah, it's just kind of the both sides of the coin there.
I mean,
that is so neat.
Licensed and insured. That's the biggest thing, is we insure not only your venue but also your pet. So if anything were to happen to your pet in our hands, knock on wood, the past 6 years nothing has ever happened, but if anything happened, we do have insurance specifically for our jobs to cover your pet if we do need to take them to a vet for any reason.
Got it. Wow.
I'll tell you the double good side to that. Obviously, for pet care, that's huge. That way, again, for any liability purposes, your pet can be supported in that way. But it almost becomes especially important when it comes to talking to venues.
Yes.
Because
I'm sure. Yes.
Yeah. Because the conversation then becomes, one, is the venue pet friendly? And we help own that conversation for our clients. Again, part of that end-to-end planning and coordination is engaging with venues, understanding their existing pet policies. And there's been plenty of times where venues might not be pet friendly, but once we come in and provide them our full insurance package.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
They are then fully secured and are on board to say, yep, you're good to go. There's accountability there. And a lot of venues, if otherwise, like without our service, will charge that extra liability fee. So that's another great bonus for us as to why our base package is so all inclusive. It includes essentially that insurance. So you won't be charged that additional
fee.
That
is like such a awesome thing, because I have a feeling I mean, what's cool is that people might, they listen to this or they're thinking about it like, gosh, I really want Stewie at the wedding, but our venue doesn't allow pets. So what you're saying, what I heard, and you can say, no, that's not what I said, Mackenzie. But sometimes venues will, once they know that a service like yours is provided and how in-depth it is, they will allow it.
Yeah, I would say almost 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't think a venue has ever said no.
Yeah, honestly. I don't think it's declined. It's just, and it's something to consider too, because I think a lot of times we've come across clients where they're like, we're thinking of including Stewie in the wedding, but we're not too sure how, or maybe I'll just have Uncle Joey do it. And I'm like, Uncle Joey's there to have a good time too. I think another big thing is, don't allow everyone in your wedding, all wedding guests included, to enjoy your special day as well. You
are like speaking my language.
Yeah. And just let us take care of it. So again, the reality of weddings is most of them are not dry. Right. So Uncle Joey is not going to be fully there to be fully responsible. So that's where we come into play, obviously fully attentive, full love and care for the pet, and ensuring that we're complying to certain venue regulations or policy. Maybe they'll say, hey, your pet is allowed in one section versus another, and we'll be cognizant of all of that.
And we know this all before we even go into the event. So our handlers, they have access to that software before they even get to the wedding day. So on the wedding day, they know exactly what the rules are. They know what the plan is, the timeline, where is ceremony at, what time is ceremony. They know everything. So on the day of, again, the planner, the couple, no one really has to worry about it, because our handlers have all of that in their back pocket on the app. So
that's so neat. So cool.
Uncle Joey would not want to have to be thinking about all of this on the day of.
I mean, I've said that for every aspect of a wedding, that I grew up in the Midwest, and it seems very common here to just say well, Aunt Sally can do this and Uncle Joey can do that. And it is a reminder that they're guests as well. And while they're very happy to support you and do all the things for your wedding, it's a special time for them to celebrate with you and not work for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll tell you,
in a nice way. In a nice
the
way.
extra bonus is that people love having us in a way there as well, because we celebrate as guests emotionally. Like come vow time, we're shedding tears alongside with them. You know, we're cheering on couples and their guests as well. So I think we're just a good time. We're there right alongside, right alongside
job. Part of your requirements. Are you a good time? Check.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah.
And our handlers come in looking like they're dog handlers. It's they have utility belts, collars, leashes, they come in looking.
They kind of look like what we are. We're blacked out. We're sleek. We're undercover, but we're gonna have a good time right alongside you. So.
That's great. I love it. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add for our listeners about the services you offer? I mean, before I met Lyric at a networking event, and I did not know the service existed. So all of this is super fresh and new to me. And I just think that a lot of people might not even know it exists. So if there's anything else you'd like to include, share away.
Yeah,
I'll touch on one more.
For add-on services, we briefly touched on it a bit before, right? So our base wedding package is really tailored to the actual event time, like a little pre, a little post. But we do offer overnight care as well if needed. Another great feature offer that we provide is a specialty dog of honor video.
Okay.
And so, we absolutely love it. Super cute memory keepsake for a lot of our clients if they want, again, more of that video that it's taken from the dog's perspective throughout the wedding day. So, getting ready, getting to the venue, like walking down the aisle. It's all professionally filmed on a GoPro and professionally edited as well. It's about a 3 to 4 minute YouTube video that gets uploaded. So that's also a special add-on if, folks were interested to, I wonder what Stewie was doing throughout the day, and you get to kind of see all the different reactions and different emotions throughout the day as people are interacting with the client pet. So
that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
One of my favorite things.
I sometimes will go on YouTube, go on the company page YouTube just to watch it and just be like, oh my God, so cute. Yeah. So highly recommend for people, I know it's a unique video. So if people are interested, they can definitely check us out on YouTube and go through, the Dog of Honor magical experience there.
Cool.
The only other service we really offer besides the care is our engagement sessions. A lot of times our couples are like, you know what, Stewie is just not go around people. He's just I want him to be there, but he is just really reactive towards kids. And there's going to be a lot of kids at my wedding, and that happens. And we never want to force a pet in an uncomfortable situation. So we'll always go to our couples and say, hey, Stewie might not be best at the wedding, but how about we do an engagement session where we have a photographer that we work with? She's a pet photographer here in Vegas. And she will come in and make sure she gets beautiful pictures of your family and your pet. So you can at least have those memories on your wedding day. Awesome. So we offer that as well, just in case the wedding day doesn't work.
Got it. On that note, actually, do you offer engagement services that are with the couple's wedding photographer, for instance? Okay. So you can just have an add-on service of engagement, but not use the
photographer.
Perfect. Got it. Okay,
could
cool.
Just be photography assistants, or we could do more of an all-inclusive photographer included.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah. And the only other thing I really wanted to touch back is the giving back program. I think that's my favorite part about our company is that every wedding we do, we give back to a local shelter because the fun doesn't stop at a wedding. It shouldn't stop at a wedding. We want to make sure that every furry animal has that forever home to go back to. So the past, since we've been in business, we've donated over $20,000 to local shelters. So,
nice.
Any person that books with us, you're giving back to local shelters and you're helping local animals.
That's so beautiful. I love it. There's actually something I do want to talk to you about. We do a service project at Cactus Collective every quarter. And for our last quarter, I'll talk with you more offline about this, but we're looking at doing something with shelters. So I'd love to talk with you more about that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And Lyric volunteers her time too at local shelters, at the Animal Foundation, and also partnering with that pet photographer to take pups out for the day.
That's what I want to talk to you about, actually, because we're creatives and I want to get back to that community as well. So
it's so much fun.
Pets are family, and so we want all pets to have that familial experience.
Yeah, I love it. So how can people find more about you? You have an Instagram, social, what's all that good stuff?
We have all the socials.
It's all about the socials.
We have all the socials. We have Instagram. Now for couples, we do like to know that this is a franchise business. So our national page is Fairytail Pet Care. They are our national brand. They represent all of the franchises, but each franchise, so Vegas specifically, we do have our own pages on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We have our own.
Yeah. So on Instagram, you could find us at Fairytail Pet Care _Vegas. And again, tail is spelled TAIL.
Like dog tail.
Super important because people start spelling it TALE, and we're like, no, we're the Fairytail Pet Care.
Got it. I love it.
Cool. Vegas, and I think that's our handle across most.
We kept it kind of same everywhere.
Yeah, so that's Instagram, TikTok, and on Facebook we're just Fairytail Pet Care Las Vegas.
Okay, and then to find like the website is just fairytailpetcare.com.
Yep.
Love it.
TAIL.
TAIL. And I'm assuming once you get to the website, it's pretty easy to navigate, like Vegas, Tampa.
Yep. You just hit weddings, locations, and then we're the only one in Nevada. So Vegas.
Okay. Perfect.
Nevada. Sorry, Nevada.
Come on, out of staters.
I know. Nevada.
Nevada. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I learned so much about your service, and I think this is going to be really beneficial for our couples, that are wanting to include their pets all pets in their wedding, and know that they have options and resources to do so. And I think one thing, like probably my biggest takeaway, is that your service often allows couples to bring their pets to their weddings that like the venue may not have previously okayed. So that's so awesome. I think that's so huge. So if you're listening and you already decided not to include your pet, but now you're like, gosh, maybe I can. Here's your answer.
Yeah.
And I want something like this.
Really?
Our little fur
she
baby.
Was sleeping. She's probably so mad at herself.
She's like, put me down.
I think we love pets. So
yeah, we really do. And I hate to sound gimmicky in a way, but like my biggest encouragement to people is like inquire now. Right. I think the reality of the wedding industry is that people book, 2-3 years in advance. And so like we've already received inquiries for the next few years. And so availability, believe it or not, is already, starting to up or availability is slimming then. So, most people ask, oh, when do you need us to reach out? Like reach out now.
Yeah. I totally
start talking through it. Like any questions, doubts, concerns they may have, we like to hash that out as soon as possible. And then for availability's sake and like coordinating at the end of the day, that none of this happens overnight. It takes time. And like we mentioned, venue coordination, all that. So
cool. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate having you guys on the show.
Thanks so much for having us.
Fun.
Yeah.